It's going to end up biting us.
You'll end up filling the room with
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the June 17th, 2019 Salisbury City Council Work Session. We have an abbreviated agenda tonight, so we'll try to get through this quickly and get back out into the heat. First up on the agenda is Lot 30 Alley and Street Abatement, and DID Director Mrs. Amanda Pollock is up. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So City Parking Lot 30 is the parking lot that's located on the west side of the river, just north of West Main Street, south of Route 50, and east of Lake Street. So the city had surplus that property and advertised with an RFP to sell it to a developer. That sale's been going through, and in the buyer's title search, they realized that there was an unnamed, unimproved alley and an unimproved street on that parking lot. So there is a plat labeled Exhibit A that shows you the locations of the alley and the street. They are unimproved. Currently that parcel is being used as a parking lot, but that street and alleyway are not improved by name. So to be able to continue with the sale of the property, we're looking to abandon the alley and the street. Right now, the properties, of course, would revert back to the city since we own it all, but then that would be able to enable us to complete the sale of the property.
Never knew it was there. Questions or comments? Do we have consensus? Yes. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you. Next up, we have a donation of 621 Delaware Avenue, and DHC Director, Mr. Everett Howard, is on.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Good. I've got a few handouts.
Okay.
You guys real quick.
Thank you.
Under that, I also have some pictures. These are black and white, but I do have some color pictures I'll show you right now.
Thank you. Wow.
You, sir. So, it's Fund Department has been working for some time with trying to improve a blighted property within the city of Salisbury, 621 Delaware Avenue. The property is located on the corner of Rose Street and Delaware Avenue, on the east side of Delaware Avenue and the south side of Rose Street. I've got a couple diagrams in there showing the location of it. Quick history with the property. It has a structure on it that is extremely dilapidated. It has failing roof. It has failing wall members. It's had a roof leak for quite some time that has destroyed all the structural integrity inside the building. The current owner, Corey Jones, recently acquired the property back in, I believe, like October of last year for about $500 from the previous owner. We had it currently at that time underneath a condemn notice. When he acquired it, his plan was to demolish the building and basically rebuild. He subsequently ran into some financial difficulty. I don't think he realized how much the demolition was going to cost him. And then to further complicate the issue, he started to try to sell the property, and he found out that it's in a floodway, which is going to make it practically impossible to rebuild on once the building is demolished. So essentially, once the building's demolished, it will be a vacant lot. And he really has no use for the property at this point. The building does need to be demolished, which would be my department's intention upon receiving the building. It's a hazard, and it's, blight for the city. Going forward, I don't really know what else could potentially, we might do with the property, unless we can interest one of the adjacent property owners. But he has, at this point, we believe the property is probably clear on the title, and he would like to donate the property to the city.
Could we do a small park there or something? A
Yeah.
grassed area maybe with a,
It's not very big at all,
Yeah.
but it is
I got that.
right, you've got the
Yeah.
Douglas Place, Lake Street Playground, basketball courts and stuff, just around the corner up the street,
Is there a community garden?
Yeah, sometimes,
potentially.
yeah, community garden would be a good thing.
It can be used for public rec space, but just, we're not building
Yeah.
anything on top
As
of it.
long as you don't build, we're
yeah,
okay.
I think we got
Yeah.
options as long as.
Yeah,
we
there's
don't-
options. Okay.
I mean, because even if we say over time assembled it with other properties for redevelopment in that area,
Yep,
that portion is always gonna be unbuildable.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
okay.
or it's always gonna be complicated to build that.
How much is it gonna cost the city to demolish it?
Well, my plans would be to get field ops to demolish it. Basically, we would be using city labor, city equipment. We have an excavator. And then my office would have to pay for the tipping fees for carrying it away. Potentially $3,000 to $5,000 in tipping fees.
By chance, I don't know. Is there a way to have the fire department do a training controlled burning on it?
They
You
can't
can't
do
do
it.
that?
No,
Used to.
we used to do it
Yeah, I
all the
was
time.
wondering, because that would be just,
Yeah, we used to do it all the
you
time.
just can't do it anymore?
Yeah, and especially if,
Stuff in
with
it?
this, it would be too dangerous.
Yeah, it's got another
There's
structure right
structure
there.
behind it
There's
that's
structure,
not
yeah.
far from it at all.
Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do it. I'm surprised it's still standing.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I got,
Okay.
I don't know how
black
it's,
and white photos really don't do it justice.
I can,
wow,
There's some color ones though.
that's just amazing.
wow.
Wow. Yes, and yes, wow.
All right, we have consensus to move this?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Everett.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Anything else? The good of the order?
Just one thing real quick.
Mr. Mayor?
I know we're working on getting lot 30 to the finish line.
Yeah.
Today, lot 16 was officially sold. So
It was?
that finally finished. So we settled on lot 16.
Great.
And so another one off the books, and thank you to Mark and your team. And now they go to DID for permitting for construction. So I think it's like 28 apartments and some ground floor parking.
Which one is that?
It's the one right next to the little Salisbury Green, the Avery Hall lot, where the pedestrian footbridge lands. That's Davis.
Davis.
Yeah.
Simpson.
Now Davis Strategic Development or something like that.
It's just called.
They've all got 5 different names. Yeah, they've all got 5 different names.
Good, good news. Okay, if there's nothing else, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.